Oof, you guys, it is late. It is 12:39 a.m. and I'm just now starting this video that is going to be a long one. So let's stay up in the wee hours of the morning together. In heaven again, by the way, that's where we are. Bug-eyed monster raccoons in heaven. Who knew? We're gonna do the Louise video and it's gonna be a long conversation. I have a lot of things to tell you. There's gonna be some big things that I wasn't sure if I was ever gonna tell, but I've decided that I am in this video. And we're starting in the middle of the night, so it's a winter already. Let's all go grab a cup of something and then meet back here. Tell me in the comments what you're drinking or eating or something. Get cozy with me. Cozy. I'm reading from your collective future minds that the bug eyes aren't appreciated in the video. Do you want her out? Should we banish her from heaven? It's not me, it's them, woman. Fallen from grace. Get something to drink, come on. Okay, I'm also post-showered, so my hair is going to go through an evolution as it dries in the middle of the night while I'm vlogging. We'll forget about it. Just forget about it. I'm drinking coffee, as you do when you're going to do this kind of thing in the middle of the night. What are you drinking? Cheers. Oh, that's delicious. Let's talk about Louise. Caitlin H. said, hey Caitlin, I have a feeling that when you finally meet and vlog it, right? You too have to, haha. You guys, so many of you asked if we were going to vlog it. Yes. Especially me, I will be doing all of the vlogging. Louise and my friendship isn't just like a two-way street. It was formed because of YouTube. So it goes me, you guys, Louise. Everything is all formed because you guys existed between us before we existed. So there is no way. You're part of the friendship is what I'm trying to say. Come on, hug. So that's all she was saying. Are we going to vlog it? Yes. And the 92 other of you that asked that same question, yes. There were a bunch of you that left comments, not just questions for me and Louise, just talking about how excited you were along with me, and people were saying they were tearing up as they were watching the video. I think I have had at least 4 people say that they've teared up in every video I've posted in the last 6 months. Apparently, if you want to cry on YouTube, I'm your girl. I didn't expect to be that girl, but it keeps happening. Anyway, I just love that you guys celebrate with us so much, and that more hugs. Come here. I just love all your comments. I never expect them to be as great as they always are. You're the greatest. Megan Rebecca said, challenge accepted. Have you two talked about the consistency of marmalade? I see where you're going because I said you can ask us anything. You know what? We kind of have. Bovril, does that count? I know it's not marmalade, but I think they have the same consistency, and I only know that because it's been discussed. So yeah. Fluffy Mum 12 asked, tell us something we don't know about Louise and who subscribed to who first. You know what? That question I will leave till the very end. As far as who subscribed to who first, I subscribed to her because, like I said in the previous video where I talked about her story, I left a comment on one of her videos, and that's how she went and checked me out. Have you ever talked to Zoe or had a fangirl moment with any of her YouTube friends? Yeah, I've talked to Zoe several times. She's just as she is on the camera. Almost all vloggers are. We're turning the camera on and showing you us in our normal habitats. It's not like you know, an actor who goes to a studio or puts on a character performance or at an interview where you're kind of like all buttoned up and put together. People are in their homes. So it might be the best version of ourselves, sometimes the worst version of ourselves, but I do think that most people are the same as they seem on camera. So yeah, I've talked to Zoe and Alfie and Louie and Joey Graceffa and a handful of people. Sometimes they are all, we'll Skype while they're all in a room together and just working on their own computers or working on whatever. And so I've talked to lots of them. As far as a fangirl moment, I did have a big one. On the day where all my YouTube vloggy friends threw me the surprise baby shower, Louise sent a sneaky video over where Hannah Hart was saying congratulations on becoming a mom again for the 2nd time, and they chatted back and forth, and I squeezed all over that one. I think I mentioned the Hannah thing a little bit in the video. I'm not sure, but I'll link it below. Zoe and Anna asked, how close are you with Louise on a scale of 1 to 10? 1 being your postman. I actually really like my postman, and it's a woman, and I gave her flowers. So she's not a 1, she's probably a 3. And 10 being Ryan close. I would say 9.8. And the extra little squidge will probably close as soon as she gets here. I can't imagine how we could be any closer except for being close in proximity. Jess Ivy 3. All my Louise questions gracious. How did you become friends? When did it go from YouTube to in real life? Hasn't become that until April 12th. That's when she's coming. It's also my mom's birthday. It's also the day that everything ever is happening. I know of weddings and baby showers and movie releases, and all the excitement is happening on April 12th. How often do you Skype? Inside jokes. What's your most favorite thing about Louise? If you could smoosh England and insert your location here together. For only one day, what would you take Louise to do? Blah, blah, blah. Oh my goodness, you have so many questions. Would you include Sam in your get together? What would be different if you brought the kiddos or just the girls? Oh my gosh, girlie, you were asking an entire video. Let me try and answer some of these fast. I told how we became friends already. It will be in real life on April 12th. How often do we Skype? Every day unless one of us is unavailable. And that's pretty hard too, because think about it. It's an 8-hour time difference. So it's always one of our late nights and one of our early mornings. Inside jokes we have, there are a lot of them. Most are not even YouTube appropriate. Sorry. I'm sure some of them will come out when she's here and we're vlogging together. What's your favorite thing about Louise? That is a super great question. That is one question that I wasn't sure I was ever going to answer, and I've decided I am. I'm going to tell you something about her that you don't know, and I think it's a really big part of her. So come on into this chunk of Louise. She is crazy generous, and she doesn't ever talk about it, but I think because of some of the hardships she had growing up, the joy that she gets to experience now in her wonderfully happily lived life, she wants to pass on to other people, and she definitely makes good use of anything that is coming into her, not just money, but any bit of joy in any form that is coming into her. She takes a huge hunk of it and chucks it on somebody else in the best possible way. She has chucked hunks of joy at me tons and tons of times. First of all, she sent me glitter bits packages that never even got on YouTube. There was one that I tried to record and Zoe was there, and so I had Zoe and Louise Skyped in the background while I was opening the packages, and then it just got completely corrupted on my footage and I never got to share it. But they sat there with me on Skype while I opened this great package from Louise. But the big one, the one that I'm kind of beating around the bush with, is this showed up at my house one day. This, can you see what this is? My computer. She bought me a MacBook Pro, and she didn't tell me she was doing it. She knew that I was working off of an older laptop that Ryan had bought me that did not have a period key, which all of you Kers, you guys call it a full stop. It's very unfortunate that we call it a period key, because when you try and tell somebody you don't have a period on the internet, they all assume you're pregnant. Anyways, I had a bunch of problems with it. It just was this falling apart rinky-dink thing. So one day she said she had a surprise for me. She told me that she wasn't going to tell me what it was because she thought I would try and refuse it. So I knew it was a thing. And she made me promise I would not refuse it several times. In fact, we talked about it for about a month of her telling me, you can't send it back. You can't say no. You have to accept it. So I thought it was going to be like maybe a vlogging camera or something. I didn't know. I knew it was something big because she kept saying, you can't send it back. And I know if I tell you, you'll refuse it. One day, a delivery man came to my door, and I was actually vlogging with Louise, so I took her out and set her outside by my front door, and we both watched as the delivery man got out of the truck and walked towards me with a white box that had a black apple on the front of it. And I freaked the frick out. Because who does that? Who does that? And I know that a lot of people are going to think, oh, well, Louise is so big on YouTube now. She has all this money. She can just shower people with MacBook Pros. But that's not how it was at all. At the time, she had a broken shower and she was trying to get it fixed and she was living without a shower. Which, did you know that people in Europe and probably other places have electric showers? What? How do you mix electricity with water? Don't really answer this, you guys, and stop telling me what soya is. Everybody in my last Glitter Bits exchange is still telling me what soya is. I have like 400 people telling me what soya is. I don't really want to know how electric showers work either. But in the land of good old America, we don't mix electricity and water. Anyway, sidebar. She gave me a MacBook Pro. I can't believe her. And it was a sacrifice for her to do it. And Matt too, her husband, he agreed to let her use their income to be able to buy some stranger that he's never met before, and she's never met before, a MacBook Pro. Who does that? How do I move on from that? I don't know. We have to. There's a lot more questions, and most of them were asked by Jess. Would we include Sam in our get-together? Sam lives in a different state, far away. Hopefully she and I will be able to meet up again soon, but she's not going to be here for the get-together. Hair, fall in line, please. What would be different if you brought the kiddos or just the girls? Brought the kiddos or just the girls? As in Darcy and Scarlett, they will be here together. Darcy and Matt, the entire family, are coming, so Scarlett and Darcy are going to have their own little meetup. And then she asked one more. How stinking proud of Louise are you for all she's accomplishing lately? What is your greatest wish for her and for yourself? I am so proud of her, and I tell her all the time. I feel like her mother. When I first met her, she didn't know what monetizing your videos was. She didn't know what the YouTube partnership program was. I knew those things and she didn't know those things yet. So where she was then to where she's come now, if I could have a bumper sticker that is the equivalent of that soccer mom bumper sticker that says my child is on the honor roll, and mine would say my friend made a career path for herself by sending glitter and happiness into the lives of millions. Something like that. I would do it. Targeted at Beauty3 asked, when was the first Skype chat you and Louise ever had? Scarlett was like 3 months old, I think. Yeah, and it was kind of a deep one. We had a big talk about our childhoods and brokenness. And then we laughed a lot, which is kind of what we still do. Go deep and laugh. Girly Like Makeup 3 asked, kind of the same question there, and do Darcy and Scarlett ever talk on Skype? Yes, they do. In fact, Louise sometimes babysits Scarlett for me. If I have to run to the bathroom and Scarlett just really needs to be entertained, I can put Darcy or Louise on Skype and they will sing songs. There are songs that Scarlett has learned from Louise. Darcy and Scarlett often talk about things like Cinderella and Ariel together. Maybe I can get a little Skype chat of them on video and put that up. Next question is, oh, I just realized I've been saying 3 at the end of these, but really it was when they were posted, was 3 weeks ago. Sorry for the YouTube names that I said 3. You're really, like Jess Ivy is just Jess Ivy, and Targeted Beauty is just Targeted Beauty. Girly Like Makeup and Glamorous Kate. Sorry. Glamorous Kate said, when Scarlett is older, if her friendship with Baby Glitter continues, would you let her travel to the UK to visit her? Lots of love. Yes, but I would be with her because my friend is over there too. I want to have the fun. She doesn't get to just have all the fun. Kids these days, stealing all the fun. Spot Dot 27, I do think she has numbers after her name, said, are you worried that when you meet Louise in real life, it'll be awkward? If it did, there is no way. But if it were, I think we would play into it and then it would just be funny. But there is no way. Seriously, there is no way. I have already been around her and seen her in awkward situations via Skype. There's no way that seeing each other in real life would be awkward. Seriously. Can I say seriously again? Because seriously. Little Miss Diva XOX asked, are Scarlett and Darcy best of friends? Yes, they are. I wonder how they're going to react when they realize they're real people and not just like flat square things, widescreen square things. I think they're smarter than that though, and they'll probably just be completely unfazed. Be like, hey Darcy, what's going on? Oh, Scarlett, I have a British accent, but not really when Marie's talking as if she were me. And the last question is a repeat question, but I liked it so much I put it on there twice since it was asked by 2 different people. Can You Call Me Alice asked, what is your favorite thing about Louise? Aside from her unspoken generosity, she is Bridget Jones incarnate. She is the funniest, dopiest, goofiest, well-spoken yet horribly spoken being that tromps and trances around, having all kinds of odd grace in her ungracefulness. It's hilarious. There are so many things that I constantly, when we're Skyping, I'm like, this should be a vlog. I've only convinced her to do a couple of them into vlogs. One was the Kylie Minogue thing, which when she told me that the first time, I was laughing so hard there were tears going down my face. And as well as she told it in video, the first time she said it to me, I just wish I would have recorded her because it was just so hilarious. There's so many stories like that. She is constantly making a mess of herself or things or words or other people. And it's in the best possible way. And it could all be a movie and everybody would just love her more for it. It's my favorite kind of person. She's got the bumbling adorableness of Bridget Jones, the kind that makes you just want to squidge her and love her more for it. She would be the one to show up in a Playboy bunny outfit in a room full of nuns. With the comedic timing of Lucille Ball and all packaged together with the exact right words used that you never would have expected her to use them, and just makes you like, I want to be friends with that girl, like Sandra Bullock. What? I always like Sandra Bullock's speeches whenever she wins awards, so sure. Now that we've all completely fawned over Louise, Lou, was this a total ego boost for you? That's alright, I don't mind. It was fun. Sip break. Let's talk about the details of her coming. Like I said, she's going to be here on April 12th till the following week, so I think that is Saturday to Saturday, I believe. She leaves right before Easter. And we will be vlogging a ton. However, during that actual week, I might not be able to do all the editing. We're going to be having so much of the fun, I might not be able to leave time for the editing. But I'll put videos up shortly after if I'm not able to do it right then. Until then, I'm going to do a lot of day in the lifestyle vlogs just because I wanted to be vlogging more. And I'm excited. And let's get excited together and we'll build up until Louise comes here. But I'm going to put my Friday 5s on hold for now. So I'll be doing the question and answers again after she leaves. And now we all just have to count off the calendar until April 12th, till when she finally gets here. And she will be here, and my mom's looking at me, and I'm excited. And there's a cup pressed against my face. It's supposed to be this hand on both sides of my face, but there's a cup in the way. Let's bring Gloria back for the end, shall we? Ryan's not a fan either, but he lives with me and he loves me, so he has to love Gloria too. I bought her at 2 a.m. in the Land of Nod clearance shopping President's Day sale because what else do you buy at 2 a.m.? Duh.